should be live. Hello everybody, this is Torix, and welcome to something new. I played a mod pack called Regrowth a long time ago, and I kind of wanted to try doing something along those lines again. So, here we are. This is Reclamation. It's a mod pack for 1.20.1, styled very similarly to Regrowth, and I honestly just want to try my hand at it, so again, here we are. I don't even know if I'm expecting anybody to tune into this, but if you're watching this on the VOD or something later, hello, welcome in, and let's get right into it. So, guess we've got the prologue here. What happened? You wake up in a vast, dead and dried out wasteland. You don't remember how exactly you got here, but you do remember what the world should look like, and this isn't it. Welcome to Reclamation. This is a slower-paced pack focused around bringing life and nature back to a dead world. Press F3 plus H to disable advanced tooltips if they're on. They shouldn't be, but who knows. Alright, small comforts. Spider string can be crafted into wool, which can then be made into beds. You can also craft a sleeping bag, but where would I be going? Rare drops. No zombie villagers, no witches. Spiders are cave spiders, and there's no way to get any kind of resources from witches or zombie villagers, even if you could cure them. Iron or copper ingots from rare drops are a thing, but I doubt that I'll be getting any of that. Crafting. Use JEI. Gotcha. Chunk loading and friends. Passive processes you'll probably want to keep running while you do other things. Claim chunks, right-click drag, tutorial shenanigans. Yep. The Akashic Tome lets me combine my books. Very helpful. Changed world gen. No ore generates. All biomes are dead. Wasteland biomes with no real vegetation. All trees that spawn are dead. Stone variants still generate though, and sand and clay can be found underwater. It will also still rain. And then finally, despite the seeming apocalypse, there are still fish to find and eat with those for the skill and desire. I'll go ahead and take that now, because it's helpful. As for the ore, yes, no ore generates. Recipes have changed. The entire planet is completely mined out. Jeez. So, don't bother mining, I guess. So, there's oxidized copper from the ruins around. But first it's gotta get into a usable state. Obviously, I can't craft it, I've gotta find it, and the same, I guess, would go for dead trees. Alright. First things first, let's go ahead and get the various Akashic Tome things going. Got the fishing rod, I've got my bread. And I'm realizing I spawned on an island. Wonderful. Looks like there might be some more land off in that direction if my map's to be believed, but that could be rough. The other thing I'm realizing, how am I even supposed to get the copper without a pickaxe of any sorts? I don't think I can mine it with just my bare hands. So, that could be a problem. This spawn kinda sucks. I'm realizing. Yeah, find a tree and punch it to collect wood. You know, that'd be great if I could. Yeah, I need a stone picker better to get that cut copper. And without any wood to be seen, that could be difficult. There's a landmass over that way. Maybe I could get lucky and find a tree there? I'm gonna be swimming for a while. The terrain off that way looks interesting. I don't know what exactly I'd do with it. I mean, the whole world is dead. It's not like there's much to go and find, right? Aside from drowned, I suppose. Ooh, ow! Drowned have tridents. Okay. That's not good. Oh boy. Well, I just gotta keep swimming and eventually I'll make it to the other side of this ocean. I don't like the color of the water. It's... A few months ago, I was working at this fast food sandwich place, actually. The color of that water, it reminds me of the color that you'd end up getting if you left, or if you drained a whole thing of pickle juice into it. It was bad. It smelled terrible too, but oh well. At least we've got a tree. Charcoal drops. That's interesting. Alright. Well, at least there's some form of wood. It's not renewable or anything, so I'm gonna need to be careful with it. But, that's not normal. Flimsy planks. Yeah. Well, that's something. I get charcoal and EXP out of that. Bees still exist. Somewhere. Honestly, that's impressive. There's resource generation through the bees over there. I think I'd like to try and make it to the end of this one first, however. Right. So, I guess my next goal then is figuring out... Does this still make a crafting table? Yeah, good. I can break the dead bushes for sticks. Hopefully. Assuming I get one to drop at least, that'd be great. Yeah, there we go. And then... gotta get one more piece of wood. And then I can get an axe and speed up this whole process drastically. Actually, come to think of it, why don't I just get a pickaxe and then I can make a stone axe once I get stone? It's nighttime anyways, and I probably shouldn't be out and about through it. So... do any of these open up into a cave? Down here, maybe? Yeah, here we go. I can see lava on my mini-map. That's good at least. Oh, that's the other thing I should get. I'm gonna get 16 cobblestone here. That's enough for a sword, pickaxe, and axe, plus a furnace. So, hopefully with that I can actually get something of value out of this. That'd be nice. Alright, I shouldn't be out here. I should... I didn't realize swimming took so much of the daytime. Okay, I got the stick I needed. If I stay relatively still, then that should keep things from spawning as badly. Yeah, let's mine my tree with a pickaxe. That's great, Torix. Oh god, it's getting closer. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. I'd really like to at least be able to defend myself before that thing starts shooting at me. Oh god, and cave spiders immediately. Really would rather not get poisoned by those things. Right. Let's make a furnace. And let's get some torches so that I can go claim that cave before I end up dying out here with all my stuff. Hi. Please don't kill me. Right. Well, I guess in the meantime I can read the quest book. It's either that or just torch things up, but honestly, with how limited my wood supply is, I'm not sure that spending it on torches beyond the small sector I just lit up is the best idea, you know? Alright, so oxidized copper. I can get that with my stone pickaxe once it's daytime. Alchemical things. Eventually that should let me get to dirt. Alright. Something bees. Bees are important. That's great, considering I know nothing about this mod pack. Or bees in general. I've not actually played with them before. Oh boy. Well, for an apiary I need Caminite, which I don't know how to make that. Some sort of Caminite blend, which is made from clay and sand, I suppose. Okay, and for a Caminite blend, to make a brick out of that, I just need to smelt it. That's doable. Again, wood is scarce, though. Well, hey, nothing wrong with a slow start, right? And I might as well fish. Not like they've got much else better to do. At bare minimum, at least fishing gives me food. So, and it's safe. Oh, what are you? A tuna. Alright, I didn't realize we've got Farmer's Delight and Croptopia in here. I guess that'll help. We've also got anchovies. Missed that one because I was busy seeing what anchovies could craft. Oh well. That rune over there is lit up. I wonder why. I don't think it's quite a good idea for me to make the journey now, of course, but it is curious. Maybe in the daytime, if I'm not busy gathering other resources, I'll go and check it out. Oh good, 1/12 of a bed. Suppose I don't have much to be complaining about. 1/12 of a bed is actually a decent chunk. Maybe my perspective's skewed on that from playing Hypixel Skyblock, where ultimately you measure your progress in the hundredths of a percentage of the way there. But I don't know. Another anchovy? Yeah. Oh, it's nearly dawn. Should probably get moving then. Oh, what are you? A crab! Sorry, little crab. Wow, the saturation on that is absurd. Granted, I'd need a... That's funny. A crab is a... Or a raw crab is a much worse meal than butter. Just straight butter. Alright. Come on. Just... That might not have been worth it. Yep, that's half a heart I'm on. Okay, let's maybe avoid any conflicts for the time being. know cave spiders only have 12 hit points, but that's if I can hit them with an axe crit. Until then, at least I've got oxidized cut copper. Right? What am I doing? Prologue. Oxidized copper. Cook cod slice, 100 more XP. I gotta get into a usable state, though. Oh, I can de-rust it using an axe. Good to remember. There we go. Okay. Well, I've got some cut copper. I need a cutting board, though. And unfortunately, there's kind of a forest off that way. Let me climb this hill and see if there's any trees or whatever I can use up here. Anything is useful, so... Even if it's just more copper. Ooh. Hi there, weird generation. I want to get over there. That's a shovel material. Okay. I would have thought that would end up have been... I would think that that would end up being... Oh, I should de-rust this before I mine it. There we go. I don't know. Point is, I was thinking that that dried earth block would actually end up being mined with a pickaxe instead of a... well, a shovel. I'm not sure why I was expecting that. Something about it being dried, maybe? Who knows? Alright. Well, there's some more. I'm gonna put down my furnace and throw a little bit of that there. Right. How did I make a cutting board? Okay. That isn't too bad. Just this, and then this. Let's make this. And then from there I should... Oh. Ah! That's actually a pretty decent return. That's 14 copper ingots. Wow. I don't know why, but I was expecting to get less out of that. We'll boil the tuna, or cook. We'll cook the tuna while we're there. Alright. The Hermetica from the Modpack. Usable copper spagyrix? We'll go with that. Spagyrix. The process of decomposing and recombining matter, which should let you rejuvenate dried earth into dirt. Alright. I think I should probably find a flatter bit of terrain to fully set up shop on. I could go back over there, but I don't know. I kind of want to see what's on top of here and maybe base on this mountain. I also might be a fool because this is a mountain and not necessarily something that would be good for building a base on. At least it's defensible, I guess. That feels like a lot of saturation for one piece of cooked tuna. Anyway, let's go ahead quickly reclaim the copper here. You know what? Yeah. This bit works. I got an advancement for that somehow. Not sure why, but I'll take it, I suppose. Let me place that there. And then we can... Oh. I can't cut it. Oh! I can just uncraft that. I'm a fool. Well, I'll take it. I suppose I can make a door now. It's a bit bad, but a door's a door, right? Maybe I should just dig into the wall and figure that out. Let's see. It's flimsy, but should work, right? I should make a shovel too. Let's see. Any stone would be amazing, game. There we go. Just needed one. Perfect. Now then, I should be able to expand in here a little bit. At bare minimum, make myself a tiny dirt hovel to survive the night in. But hey, who hasn't done this before? Good job, me. There we go. So that's what it means by by the door falling off its hinges every now and then. Well, until I get actual wood, it'll have to do the trick. I'm gonna go ahead and move my setup inside. I suppose inside is a fairly loose term, but still. I'm not sure why I broke that. I would kind of like a roof, still. There we go. Progress! I'm sure the house will get better as time goes on. But for now, well, this works, right? Some torches, my crafting table, my furnace, which I'll immediately put in the wrong spot, my furnace, a cutting board. Ain't much, but it's technically callable home. Alright. So, alchemy, I suppose. Contaminated water lets me get sal ammoniac. Ammoniac? Sal ammoniac. For theurgy, setting up a simple accumulator and tank should do the trick. Place the accumulator on the tank, fill the tank with water, and it'll slowly produce sal ammoniac for you. I can make buckets out of copper. How? Copper buckets. Oh. It needs some of that Camonite blend. I should have built closer to the sea, shouldn't I? Well, sorry, Mountain Home, but, I'm gonna go down there. Weird glowing ruin structure will be my home now. Maybe I'll build on that island over there. Maybe I'll regret not picking up the torches that I probably should have. That feels like a smart course of action. Hi. I would like you to not kill me, but there we go. That's 4. Oh boy, 1 whole wool block. Alright. We'll pick up the copper block on the way. I can fight a basic zombie. That's not a problem. Even if you are a husk. That actually makes it a significant amount more dangerous. Oh, is this a hive? Yeah, that's a hive. Well, that's good. Alright, we'll put down the setup, and we'll immediately torch the surrounding area. I suppose going out at night is helpful just so I can find the hives. That's gotta be worth something at least, right? Okay, the creeper's going the other direction. Good. Alright, ammoniac? Yeah. 4 stone. I need some of this calcite blend stuff first and foremost. But that's just sand and clay, so it shouldn't be that hard. I just need to be careful not to drown. Or get stabbed by a drowned with a trident. Okay. Feel like it was a good investment to make a shuttle. So, let's see. That lets me make Cammonites. I'm realizing that this may require a good deal more trees than I was initially expecting. It's okay. Eventually I'll, make this place not dead. Someday. Well, let's at least get the most out of this. Yeah, I wonder why cutting a log with a fishing rod doesn't work. Alright. Well, there's a bunch of planks at least. And that should let me make a little bit, right? Ooh. Alright. There we go. I can pop down here to get some water. Glad that I've got the bucket at least. That's good. I need to put in a little more of this. A wooden rod? Or can I make that using... Oh, sticks work just fine as well. Man, my inventory is already getting full. It's barely been 40 minutes. Hasn't even been 40 minutes, it's been 35. Well, let's hope this works. Because if not, I'm going to need to figure out how to make a wooden rod. There we go. Concentrated sal ammoniac fluid. Alright. And then I need the accumulator, which involves me getting the rest of my stone smelted. Plus 3 more copper and 2 sticks. While I'm waiting for that all to go, beginnings. An apiary requires 6 planks and 2 caminite ingots. And I don't need to wait for it anymore, so why even bother? There we go. Oh. Well, isn't that convenient? I get 2 crystals and a bit of that. I see. I'm gonna need a lot more of both copper and stone. Stone's easy. I should get this set up. Place the accumulator on top of the tank. Okay. So do that and that. Fill you... Oh goodness. Okay, gotta click on the top of the tank to fill that in. Good to know. Whoops. Oh. Oh, okay. Give me just a second. I think I figured out something here. So the accumulator goes on top of the tank. Yes. So theoretically, if I go and I put the water and make an infinite water source and take unnecessary fall damage in the process, then I should be able to just put a bunch of water in this really, really quickly and get a bunch of sal ammoniac. I'm not pronouncing this right, am I? Oh well. Yes! Okay. That's a step done. Now then. Alchemical salts. I've got enough copper for the time being, especially once I do this. But I need stone from the cave over there, and I also need to just get a solid food source going. Please don't explode. Fishing will work for a bit longer, but can't survive off it for forever. Eventually my rod's gonna break. I don't have the stuff to get another one. Okay. There's a small forest up there. Well, a forest is a generous term, but still. Let's smelt exactly 15, because that is a number that I can easily process with planks. Okay. So I need 3 of these pyromantic braziers. 1 for each of them. Alright. In the meantime, resource generation. So, first things first, probably need an apiary for luxury bee apartments. I have no idea what this screen does. We're just gonna keep that there for now. And then I need a scoop, which is a wool and 6 sticks. Darn it. As soon as I thought I was getting somewhere with the bed. Okay. The Apiarist Field Guide and 500 XP. Alright, so that's obviously a thing. I just need... Well, hold on a sec. Getting started. First steps. Bee nests. Yeah, I can't do much with those. The almighty scoop. Use the scoop to break a bee nest. I'll get a princess, a couple drones, and maybe a comb. So, let's try this. Hey, would you look at that? Those are things. I don't need a second Apiarist Field Guide. Let's save the inventory space. So, let's put this over here, away from all of that. Oh, you two need flowers. Okay. Dead bushes count as your flowers, I read that, so... What if I put you here, next to a couple... Well, that seemed to make you happy. So... it went down. Why is it going down? At least it's still green? Maybe that's a countdown to something good happening. Bee sources. Oh, yeah. Beeswax, honey, and maybe some dead logs, so... Welcome to Torx Gets Very Distracted by Bees. No. What do I do with you? Cutting board. I need a knife. A flint knife, to be particular. Because it's not like I can get a netherite one. Or any other flavor of one. Is there any gravel? Yeah, there's gravel on the floor. Hey, first try. I would assume it's only one flint, right? Whoops, I accidentally full screened. I didn't know I could do that. Flint knife. Yeah, it's just the one. So let's go ahead and do this and this. Huzzah! That did nothing. Huzzah! That also did nothing. Wow. Oh. Hey. Well, when the princess dies, it seems to throw out a new princess and a couple of drones, so... Ideally, I can just keep it running like that. Also, wood is now technically a renewable resource. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a process, I can tell. Wow! Actual things. Nice. I can make candles if I want. Or wax sticks. Or malarium. Or wax blocks. Seems helpful, but not in any of the ways that I'm after right now. Let's, let's go ahead and combine the Akashic Tomb and the... I said let's go ahead and combine these two things. Okay. Let's see. So I need 3 of these alchemical braziers, right? 1 for each. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and put you 3 like that. Okay. Okay. I need more copper. Drastically. I really need more copper. The good news is that from dead logs I can make charcoal. A bit more efficiently, at least. So that should let me smelt more. It's getting nighttime again and I'm low on food. Okay, well, it's time to fish a bit. You know, I bet if I edited this video, it could actually do pretty well. That would involve me actually putting the time into editing it, though. There's another. I think I got lucky to find a hive so quickly. They look rare. Yeah, I don't have much else to say. Chat's silent. I'm just here fishing in a dead world. I don't know if it's very efficient. What uses do pufferfish have? Some, clearly, if the Ring of Cordata is anything to go off of. What is that? Sea lettuce. That's just kelp. Also, wow, this stuff is a little useless. Seriously, what am I supposed to use sea lettuce for other than fried calamari? That's literally the only thing. Well, at least all this fishing will get me enough food for a while. Oh. Hello, tuna. You're actually a really good food source. You know, if this world is dead, how are the only things that survived, fish and bees and hostile mobs? Fish I can kind of understand. Sure, the oceans are polluted as hell, but I've seen fish surviving worse. But bees? Either they somehow adapted to living off of dead bushes, which it looks like they did, or, well, I don't know. It just, honestly, it feels like bees would have been one of the first things to go. Far before cows and pigs and sheep and chickens and wolves and cats and all the other non-hostile mobs. I mean, I guess the Minecraft bee doesn't really exist anymore either, but I don't know. Hello, Husk. Thank you for breaking up the monotony. let's get that cooking. That one has an iron shovel. You there, give me your shovel. Thank you for the things, bees. Hello, bees. We need to get... going to override this to shove that into the furnace to get some more fuel. While that's going on, let's see what these get. Nothing and nothing! Wonderful. Right. Where was I? I need more copper. For more copper, I need to wait for nightfall to end, which is a problem. That's where I got stuck. I'm gonna go and move my apiary. There's no point to it being all the way over there when there are patches of dead bushes that I can use right by me. Yeah, hi. Pardon me. Just gonna run right past you for a sec, Husk. Okay. Put you and you in there. Oh, I got the head. Right, of course the bee's asleep. Aren't there some ruins underwater? I thought I saw some underwater. Well, in the meantime... I know I can one-shot the spiders, so there's no need for me to be afraid of them. I just really don't want to mess with the skeletons. It's the main cause for hesitation here right now. Oh, come on, there's a baby? Okay. Good old Inferium. Good to see mystical agriculture still doing its thing. Sure, that won't be a pain to produce later. Alright, well, they'll do their thing. I hope. I'll get more bones and an arrow from this. I think I just need to go on a quest to get more copper. So, let's do that. Okay, there's a couple, or there's 4 blocks within sight. Nice. They're all cut, so... Oh, 5 even. Nice! They're all cut, so it's not going to be as powerful as it could be, but... Hey, even a bit is gonna end up being a lot for me. So, I'll take it. I gotta remember that each of these is 5 or 6 ingots of copper each, so ultimately ends up helping. There we go. Ah, that one isn't cut. That's just 9 copper right there. That's great. And while it's daytime, I might as well look around to try and scavenge what I can from other ruins on this little peninsula here. Like this one. Whoops. I tried keeping my laptop on with my other hand and flung my mouse in the meantime. Nothing in that ruin. Do I have a zoom? Because it looks like there's some sort of structure all the way over there. You see it, right? Who am I talking to? But that squarish spot right where my crosshair is? I don't know. Could be something, could not be something. Suppose there's no way to know for sure. I just hope this will be enough copper. Alright, well, back to base. Okay. There we go. 47 out of that. Let's see then. I need to get another bucket because my current bucket is very valuable. That requires Caminite blend, not bars. Okay. Let's see. Let's make this. And then we can do that, to get to that. The calcination oven. Place the items I want to extract into the oven, give the brazier some fuel, and it'll slowly convert materials into alchemical salts. I should focus on getting stratasalt first. I can get stratasalt from clay, gravel, or sand. Or sandstone, or stone, or dirt. That feels counterintuitive, but okay. Or clay, or cobblestone. Okay, so let's try this then. Let's put some sand in. Let's see if my bees have produced any... Nope, because... Oh, wait. You're new. You're a desiccated queen. That's... good, actually, I think. Well, I'll check back on these guys later. Desiccated. Yeah, that's a new species. Alright. Magic, mineral, industrious, imperial metal, Malarium. Oh. So the Malarium is my end goal, it feels like. Okay. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing with these. That is a problem for future me. Okay, well, I've got the brazier. Oh, that's what I was doing. Yeah, I'm done. Let's see. So calcification should, or calcination, eventually gives me strata alchemical salts. Eventually. Right. So that's one of the 3 things I need. I need a liquefaction cauldron. What the heck is that? I need a bucket, which I made already. I need 5 copper, I need 3 stone. And I was a fool and used my only wood in powering that. Good job, me. Well, good news, there's a bunch of wood right here. Of course, I'm gonna eventually need better wood than this. I've said that multiple times this stream, but still feels important to bring up that in the grand scheme of things, this wood type A kind of sucks, B isn't renewable. C, it is renewable, but that's through Bs, which I barely understand. Okay. Wonder what the end goal is of this pack anyways. I get that it's to reclaim the earth or whatever. But honestly, at the point I'm at, even just getting the setup to replicate one piece of dirt is a struggle enough. Alright. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use a charcoal to make 8 more charcoal while I go and I get a bunch more stone. Alright. This has a certain bit of irony to it. The sounds of birdsong playing in my background music while I'm in a literally dead wasteland of a world. What the? Hold up, that's a vertical slab! That's illegal! Cool, but illegal. How did I not realize that was a vertical slab? Oh my god. They blend in so well. Jeez. Huh. Alright. Well, there's that. So I've got a decent amount of that. Now that I'm not running off of no charcoal, that should help me with this. Alchemical sulfur for dirt. How do I make this? Some ammoniac and dried earth eventually makes a bit of this. Actually, I think that's enough stone, so let's get the process started, shall we? We've got the liquefaction cauldron. Give me my bucket, please. No, not a bucket of that. There's that. Okay. We'll refill this just to get it back. I am so glad I made an infinite source there. That goes rather quickly, actually. Oh no, phantoms. Oh no. I didn't realize insomnia was a thing. These guys are gonna kill me. What blocks do I have? I have a bunch of the dried earth, but I need that. Okay. I need to prioritize a bed. Fast, preferably. Yeah, nothing new that phantoms are used for. Slow falling, enchanting, apparatus, stuff, but doesn't matter. I need to focus and try and figure out a way that I don't have to die. So that should be enough for that. And eventually that should give me a bunch of alchemical sulfur. What about alchemical mercury? Okay. Let's get the block. Get that. I think that's how I craft it. Yep. How the heck do I use it? Oh god, they keep spawning? I thought it was just the one batch. Oh no. I'm gonna die here. I can't die here. I'd really rather not have to swim back the whole way. And that zombie has a sword of some sort. Oh, this got very... Yeah. Okay. Well, at least that should have reset my insomnia timer. No waste. We love hacked accounts. You know, the worst part is that one actually looks like it was a real person at some point in time. It was created on June 23rd. Has a badge even. Has a set background and a profile picture. It looks real. That's the scary thing, and then it just comes at me with cheap viewers on stream, boo. That's a little sad. Well, at least I'm not getting assaulted by phantoms anymore. Yeah, I need to make a bed. At least I know I should make a bed. Of course, getting the string to make a bed is a different matter entirely, but if I could make a bed, that would be helpful, would it not? Alright. There we go. There's my things back, and it even generated a nice block of clay for me. How kind. Right, I need to power... Oh god, no, please don't take all the charcoal. Okay, mercury distiller. Let's figure this out. What the heck do you do? Alchemical mercury. Place... How the heck do I get mercury? 10 stone for 1 mercury shard. Ouch. Okay. Yep, that seems correct. Good to know I am magically producing dirt. Mercury seems by far the hardest of the 3 to create. Phew! Just in sheer amount of things it needs. Sal ammoniac is relatively easy. And then the incubator. Okay. I need a stone axe in order to cut the dead wood. Unfortunate, but oh well. Let's see. There's that. What am I doing here? Oh, right, I'm making a chest. Alright. There we go. Should be able to actually use an inventory now. Wow, what a concept. Let's get the salt out. Of course, I'm gonna need more than a single chest, but for now, this should let me at least keep my things in one place. Probably should make a chest for the bees as well, considering how much they seem to be doing things. Alright. Where's my knife? There's my knife. Thing? No. Thing? No. Thing? No. Thing? Yes. I get a small amount of malar or beeswax. Wonderful. Don't know why I'm still bothering keeping that around. Okay. So we need the incubator, which is this, and then that. Yeah. So that's one of the 4 things I need for this. Alright. I need incubator salt vessel. I think I've got just enough copper for this, but I'm gonna need more stuff here soon. I hope I can find a renewable way to make copper. I know the bees can, but that involves me trying to figure out bees, which is going to take me a while. Okay. There we go. We'll put the princess back and a desiccated drone in there. More beeswax. But what do I care? It's not like it's any of mine. This wasteland drone is different than the other 3 for some reason. It's interesting. I can't tell why without having more advanced analytical resources there, but anywho. Incubator salt vessel. Nope, that's not right. Incubator mercury vessel. And then once this finishes smelting in a couple of seconds, I still need an incubator for all of this. How do I craft an incubator again? Or a brazier, sorry. Nope, turns out I do need more copper. Wonderful. That's not how I make that. Okay, there we go. I just need to find more copper. To do that, I need food, so let's use the remainder of this charcoal to cook up the salmon, and then we can go find food. Hey, once it's done, I'll even throw in the rest of the cobblestone just so I can be sure I don't run out. Be efficient! Not to mention that actually being efficient is, would be called, I don't know, making a second furnace, but still, being efficient! Ugh. There's gotta be some ruins around here I haven't scavenged yet, yeah? Oh, that goes deep. I was playing Peak with a couple of friends the other day. It's an interesting game, but some of the way that this terrain generates, especially on this mountainous slope area, really reminds me of that game. Of course, you can fall a lot further in it than you can in Minecraft without taking fall damage, but still. Yeah, here we go. If we don't mind the giant chasm here, then there's a few bits and pieces of copper in the landscape. Up we go. Let's actually use the right tool. We will deoxidize it. Man, there really is nothing out here, huh? Just the occasional copper block is about the biggest resource there is to find. I don't know. I guess if I went far enough, there'd eventually be something worth more value. But seems like for now, copper and maybe a beehive or two if I'm lucky. It's the best I can hope for. I didn't punch that tree, did I? Did that just spawn that way? Huh. Endermen are weird. I mean, it was probably an Enderman. Can Endermen even do that? I thought they could only take naturally generating blocks off the ground level. If there was something covering them, they couldn't actually get it. So, that's why you don't see things like that in regular Minecraft, because the Enderman would have to remove all the leaf blocks from the world. Well, not the world, but at least the tree. That same video went into an idea on how the game of Minecraft itself could be beaten by just a bunch of Endermen placing very, very unlikely formations of blocks to, 1, get into the end, 2, pillar up, 3, break the end crystals, and 4, eventually deal enough damage to the Ender Dragon that it actually could open the end portal and technically beat the game. It was an interesting video. Did I throw all my dried earth out? No, it's in the alchemical whatever. The liquefaction cauldron. Alright. So the incubator goes in the center. Then we put 1 here, 1 here, 1, no. 1 here. Mercury, sulfur. mercury, salt, and then we give this thing a small amount of fuel and dirt. Amazing. All that for 4 pieces of dirt. Well, no, 6 pieces of dirt. Man. Well, I got dirt. Now what? Oh boy. Well, I've got dirt, so the next step is to turn it into grass. Alright. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I think I'll call it here. Maybe I'll edit this down, maybe I'll just upload the VOD. I don't know. But, hey, if you're watching whatever this ends up becoming, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will eventually see you all in the next episode. Till then, have a great rest of your nights, and I will see you all later.